Greetings, Tecmo Super Bowl fans. This is Trojan 1979. I am joined again once more by Toolie from the Kumite. How are you tonight?
Great, Troy. Thanks for having me. Hello, Tecmo.
Hello, Tecmo. Indeed. Today, bringing your partner in crime, Odell, hosting Darth Rockman, Dolphins, Rams. Running be damned. Let's see some passing yards. Let's get it going.
All right, sounds good.
Looks like Odell will get the ball first here. And the Rams should be anyone who uses the Rams should be thankful that Mike Lansford is not affected by kickoffs. Everyone has the same ability there because he is garbage. Certifiable.
I should say that having played Odell a lot, I expect a lot of crisp play out of him today. I can see why he called this matchup. Dolphins and Rams, both cases you have strong quarterbacks, strong receivers, and Odell's really done a good job at especially say this curls pass too. He's very skilled at using this pass.
Marino feels like he's moving faster than 6 MS, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it might be 7 MS. I think you're right.
Sammy Smith with the reception. We have a shotgun formation here. Looks to be pass 3. Going down a duper burn route. Perfectly executed. And the garbage that is the defenders for the Rams barely catch up there until looks like pass 2 incoming here. Jim Jensen in the game. Frank Stamms cleaning up. And it looks like the running speed is back, or maximum speed is back to 6 for Marino on that play.
Yeah, that initial adrenaline rush wears off, and you go back to your original stats.
So interesting having Duper in the tight end position. I'm guessing that running isn't going to be super important today for Odell. He's going to go run 3 here with Sammy Smith, Jensen in the wide receiver 2 position, offer some additional blocking, and in for the touchdown. So Sammy Smith getting some stuff done, Duper getting some chunks of yards there, and good drive there by Odell.
Yeah, I think that tight end position, especially with passes 3 and 4, is nice because you've got the tight end going deep in both those passes. So it's a good one to have Duper playing tight end in this setup.
Eller finds near the 15-yard line here, and looks like we have patented offset eye type of playbook here, mixed with some run and shoot. Pass 1 is here, and won't be surprised if he just lets us fly to either 1 or 2 and comes actually underneath the Gaston Green, incomplete. Looked to be open there. Don't know if that was just a straight on drop or if that was considered a covered defender there.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. It was close. This matchup, you got to score pretty much every possession. If you come up empty, and even a field goal can feel like a loss.
Goes up to Flipper Anderson. Let's see if Willie can come down with the ball. He does. Looks like Oliver's in a pretty good position there, and it just didn't seem to matter.
Yeah, it's hard for me to tell how locked in he was there, but wouldn't have mattered with the jumping catch.
And down to Holohan. Doesn't quite beat his defender. Not a bad attempt there, but just not enough separation in that position. And now run 3 is called. Gaston Green. We'll see what Darth Rockman comes up with here. Looks like probably pass 2.
Gotta watch out for the burn right up top. I'd be surprised. Okay, there we go.
And he calls it. I don't know I'm guessing the safeties have the advantage there for Miami going against a potential dive play. I've seen that affect people expecting pass get burned by that offset eye dive. But goes for the field goal, and we have ourselves a 7-3 game. So definitely a win there for Odell against the Rams, who have one of the more potent offenses in this game.
Yeah, Rams are going to need to score, assuming they give up a touchdown here to for the Dolphins. Rams are definitely going to need to come back with a touchdown to make this one score at half.
So Darth expecting run, calls run, and stops that play for loss. And now we have shotgun coming up here. Newsom on defense. Back-to-back called plays. Out near Jensen, looked like he had a chance at it burning down there. And falls incomplete. Third down coming up. Clayton looks to be in bad. Jensen in good. Always a good sign when your tight end goes into good for the Dolphins here. Jensen, already a 63 or 69 reception guy, is now going to be in, I think, 70 plus for receptions. So even more covered catches for your enjoyment. Now we see a run three here. Nice run there by Sammy Smith. Pass four incoming here. Sticks with Kevin Green this time. Nice completion underneath to Sammy Smith. Second down and 2. Draw play to Sammy Smith. Nice run there.
That draw play not often is used as much. You'll see a guy like Louis Bunagel use it fairly often, but it can catch people by surprise and used sparingly.
And the rare Dan Marino interception here is going to give Darth Rockman a little bit of life here in the second quarter. Gaston Green underneath, 6 yards on first down. Looked like he wanted to go up top and take a shot, but two defenders in the area looked like they were pretty good angle to deflect that throw if it was made. And Cleveland Gary, in his lack of ball control on the outside, let's see, 3rd and 4 coming up, pass 4. Going with Harold Green, and positionally must be superior because that's better than not as good as Offerdahl in that situation. But now we're looking at another field goal, and this is going to be very frustrating for Darth Rockman so far with the turnover and then the last possession only getting 3.
Yeah, I'd probably go for it in this position with only 4 yards to go.
Especially with Lansford at the helm for the kicking.
Mm-hmm. Except I wouldn't get my play call.
And it looked like McGee would have been available up top there to get that pass to, enough for first down, but elects to go elsewhere with the ball, and I think he's trying to go to that JJ wide receiver too, and it just threw it in a bad spot.
Yeah, that's probably one of your safe routes, trying to get that JJ, and it just maybe he looked like he might have waited just a bit too long, or it was just a bad throw.
So we had back-to-back called plays with the turnover and then first down there, and then we get 4 yards on second down, 3rd down and 6 coming up. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the half, and now run 3. Sammy Smith doing a good job here. I don't think Odell's going to have the taps on Darth Rockman, so he's going to avoid contact whenever he can. Smith having enough hitting power to make some guys bounce off him. And now we have Jensen here, who is in good, moving pretty well, and looks like Odell is going to be knocking on the doorstep shortly here, just inside the money zone and the 19-yard line. Pass 4 formation underneath to Clayton, who's in the wide receiver 1 position. Wastes some time, gets in over the end zone line. Touchdown, Mark Clayton.
Yeah, actually not such a bad result for Darth. He's got a chance for a couple long passes here at the end of regulation, maybe 1 long pass, but even enough time to get his play called once or twice, and still have enough time to get 1 bomb off.
And might be seeing a Chuck Long sighting. Nope. And
No Chuck Long, but I think we will see a long Chuck.
Ayo! First and 10, 39 seconds in the first half. Pass 4 is the call. I think this ball is going one place. You'll see a Flipper Anderson sighting, I think, or unless he's at the bottom. Okay, so underneath here to Flipper Anderson. He's in the wide receiver 1. My apologies. It looks like we've got Henry Ellard at wide receiver 2. Single back, run and shoot here. And pass 1 is called. He still has time to get another play off. Down really doesn't matter here. We're just going to keep chucking the rock. And I don't know if your cat had anything to contribute to the commentary, but if he or she would like to commentate this play, that'd be okay.
Yeah, I had to shoo him away.
Well, they only come by you when you're doing something. Incomplete pass to Eller to end the half. Nice to see them let halftime continue for the fans out there. Oh! Someone pulled the plug.
Yeah. I just feel like if you're losing, you're more likely to skip halftime. At least I am. I usually let halftime go, though. I actually enjoy the break.
If I'm doing casuals, I'd usually just go through because you want to get more games in if you're hanging out with someone. But if you're in a tournament, I try to throw the beer back a little bit or stretch a little bit and just get back into it.
It's going to be tough for the Rams to get back into this now. They got to score a touchdown and then they got to come up with some defense. So, although the first half, those two guys played a little bit more defense than we might have expected.
Both are real solid players. Darth is known more for his running game than his passing game, and I haven't seen the tap advantage come into play really at all in this game so far.
Yeah, I think I really prefer Miami in this matchup. Both of them have great offenses, but you got a little bit more on defense as Miami. I think for the Rams, you've got a couple of okay defensive backs, but Green's your really only real difference maker, and it's tougher to get stops with the Rams.
And across field, Ellard is covered and incomplete, hoping for that covered catch. And now we see run 3 and positionally, really nice job there by Odell.
Mm-hmm.
Inches away, forces a fourth down. You never know what could happen here. Darth Rockman felt pretty good running in that position and gave up a diving tackle with lead blockers in tow. So let's see what happens here. And Odell getting popcorn in. Could have been a lot worse. Darth Rockman guesses wrong against the drone, and that play is minimized, but the first down has happened, and now we see a pass 4 going down to Ellard.
Yeah, most cases on a fourth down, you got a chance to get a stop. It's definitely in this case, it's worth it's worth giving up the extra yards to try and sell out for that fourth down stop.
Down to Ellard, who is covered and catches it. So finally gets the CC that he's looking for. For the folks at home, CC stands for covered catch. And now we have offset eye again. Looks like Williams, or this time back to Oliver. Run 1 is the call. I think he forced the run back up a little too soon. He had some blockers, but it doesn't matter. Reverses his field. What a great run by Darth Rockman with Cleveland Gary into the end zone.
Very nice run.
Another running back didn't follow his blockers all the time. His name was Barry Sanders, and he's in the cutscene for this one. So, what does Trojan know?
Yeah, when you make the video game, the intro to the video game, you're pretty solid.
Well, Cleveland Gary did a really nice Barry Sanders impression there, and
Tony Page doing his Mel Gray impression.
Absolutely, I tell you, the hitting power come into play there. Offensive line is pretty good for the Dolphins, and then it's nice to see him go on a tear when a punt goes off.
Oof.
Looked like he might have had Jensen opportunity up top there and decided to come underneath instead.
Definitely had his top receiver open, but.
And now Marino just decides to call his own number, gets 5 yards on second down, makes this a manageable down and distance. Pass 4 is the call. Multiple receivers open, got caught in a run here, and Duper is now running away from Newsom. Odell wisely gets out of bounds. Heading into the fourth frame here, 14-10. Mitchell in good, Marino in bad. We'll see if he decides to leave him in and get a little more mobility on the goal line. It's a lot of pass control to give up, but...
Yeah, right now he really only needs any kind of a score. Even a field goal that puts him up 7. He'll probably have enough time to get the ball back. And, you know, at least get in the field goal range. He just wants to make sure that he gets some points here. Obviously the touchdown is preferred.
Well, speaking of Lions players, Scott Mitchell used to be one. I think he ended up going there after this team. And actually was a contestant on The Biggest Loser. In fact, QB Lions in our tournament uses his picture for his profile picture. It's a nice run there by Sammy Smith, 2010, Odell.
That's right, QB Lions. I think he's from Cadillac, Michigan. His name's Chris. Chris Strange. I call him Strange Chris. But yeah, he's been to several of our tournaments at Kumite, so he's a real good guy.
Yeah, we had some nice conversations, and he's a player that we're trying to help pick up his game a little bit through this type of gameplay. That's a big part of why we do these videos. We want the folks out there that want to play Tecmo Super Bowl, and they want to go to a tournament and have the ability to compete to get the information they need to succeed. And then, of course, have them join our online Tecmo scene. It's free to play. So if you're interested in joining online Tecmo, you want more information, certainly leave a message in the comments. We'll get you directed in how that's done, and in minutes you're ready to play. So offset I formation here for the Rams. Burn route appears to be covered. And he's going to go over the top here to Ellard. Lets it fly. And defender in waiting, but it's incomplete. Looked like he might have had a chance to jump for it, and just a little over his head. Pass 1 is called, and now Carl Wilson is cleaning up here. And when you've got 4 pass plays and 4 running plays, 1 in 4 chance to pick what you're doing, you see some of these long down and distance, and they can get out of hand in a hurry. So throws it up to Anderson. Diving attempt, and now 4th and 20. Not much of a choice here. Getting 2 scores, having to go for it. May have to dodge some defenders. Goes up to Ellard, throws a prayer, and it's dropped. And that's going to be the dagger here, as Odell has 1st and 4. The opportunity to go up a 3rd score here.
Yeah, when you're in that position with the Rams,
nice hero trick there.
You got to throw those safeties of the Dolphins. You know, do a lot better job of breaking up passes and getting possible interceptions than the Rams secondary. So it's a lot tougher to make that comeback.
Scott Mitchell with the arrow trick throw to Sammy Smith for a touchdown underneath there. I think that was pass 1, and back in the hands of Darth Rockman. Needing 3 scores now, and being player 2. Just not enough time on the clock to physically send your guys down the field, do kickoffs, and get them back. Less than, something about a 0.5% chance as player 2 to actually recover an onside kick. See the chop block kicking in there and missing. I don't really know what causes that phenomenon. I think that's a Brewdog question. And now, when it rains, it pours. Tecmo gods say, you don't have this. I'm going to go ahead and give some love over here to Odell. John Offerdahl with the scoop and score.
Yeah, if you're on the losing end of this, I almost feel like it's, I don't mind for these to happen in situations like this. There's a lot worse times that you can give up a fumble touchdown.
The expression seems appropriate as it certainly seems to be raining shit on Darth Rockman. And, you know, sometimes that happens. You just, the game gets the best of you. I don't think Darth Rockman played poorly. He had to make those covered catch attempts, and they just didn't proc for him this time. So hold your head up, Darth Rockman. Last game these guys played, if you haven't watched it yet, it's a good one. It's a lot more competitive, and I recommend that you do so.
Yeah, a good couple of games here. This one just got away from Darth, and Odell kept the pressure on. Really tough to stop him as Dolphins. I remember in the Buffalo tournament where we got to the final 16, you got to pick your team. Odell took the Dolphins and took them all the way to the finals, and then lost a planned matchup, but involving different teams to Moore. So, definitely right in Odell's wheelhouse here.
Well, tail the tape here. The completion percentage from Everett, I think, is the story here versus Marino's 66%. Not a whole lot on the ground for either team, just enough to kind of keep the other team honest a little bit. Both teams having some big plays, but nothing really sustained there for Darth Rockman. Just 10 points with the Rams today. So thanks, guys, for sending us this game so we can break it down for you. I'd like to thank Matthew O'Toole, Toolie, for joining me on this one. It was a lot of fun having you.
Thanks so much, Troy. I really enjoyed it.
Hey, guys, if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit thumbs up. If you didn't, hit thumbs down. If you want to see more Tecmo Super Bowl games, hit subscribe. You'll see what's happening in our tournament. And we'll make sure to leave information in the description so you can follow Toolie and his tournament. And we'd like to thank you for joining us today on GBLAN Online Tecmo.